Hello, it's me. I don't know, I had this strange thought. It's like I went fucking to the fucking Berkeley County place to show them the paperwork, right? It's like when I walk in there, my mind, it's like the thoughts of my mind goes, oh, mafia, you know? It's like they are the mafia, It's like they're so organized and they believe they're fucking legal and all that bullshit, creating these fucking laws. And it's just like when I see the people who work in there, you know, most cold-hearted, dry people that I've ever seen. And they're fucking. And then I happened to meet this Christian lady that works in there. There's a Christian. I was watching her, just having faith in the impossible. It's like, how could you have faith in a greedy, corrupt system? For the mafia-like government. It doesn't matter. Like corporate government. That's what they are. When I turned a piece of paper in, just to prove that I lived here permanently, is really shows you how fucking controlled we are as a society. It's like we're so damn fucking controlled. It's like they want to know every single thing about you. Even my mortgage company, my mortgage company is one charges a 10, you going online, they charge a $10 fee. This is Gateway Mortgage Company that I'm using. To go online, they charge a $10 fee for each transaction you make online, which is kind of backwards, even though they're getting my my mortgage payment, and they're charging they have a balls to charge $10, for each payment I make to go online, a $10 fee, which is really pure bullshit, That tells you how, and it's like everything about our society is so fucking greedy. It's like it's pathetic, It's like food. You know, you know how much it costs to buy a candy bar now? Like I say, I saw one large candy bar for $1.99. $1.99 for a candy bar. It's like it costs $2 for a candy bar now. So it tells you how fucking bullshit this reality is, and how people let this bullshit happen. People let this bullshit happen. They like being controlled by all this bullshit. And fruit is fucking ridiculous. It's so fucking ridiculous. $4 for a small hand-sized fruit. $4 for sliced up fruit. You tell me what's wrong with this society that charges so outrageous. How could you make a living with all this bullshit? The economy, all the delusional people who believe in the fucking economy are being scammed. And I found out that the rate is done on purpose. Is the mafia, the secret societies, the ones who control everything on this planet. They raise the rate on purpose. It's not. It wasn't. You can't just raise a rate. Somebody has a say to raise the rate, because they feel like this is what we deserve. It's like this, whoever this person is, the sick fuck that controls everything about our lives, the sick fuckers, that keeps us trapped in this fucking negative reality. It just fucking pisses me off how we have no control whatsoever on anything we do, And then these laws, these fucking ridiculous laws, for that Berkeley County thing I showed you. It's like, it's really fucking stupid to prove that you live somewhere, That's why homeless people can't fucking, get jobs, because they have no proof of where they live. They have to be part of the only way you have to be part of this racket system, because this whole system is nothing but a racket, from all the way from president all the way down to the state, and corporations are part of this racket. That's how they're making profit off of us, because everything's a racket. It's like insurance company, Congress, passing a bill saying that everybody should have insurance. But what if you can't afford that shit? What if you can't afford to have insurance at all? Why? It's like insurance, it's like guaranteed free money. Basically, insurance people are getting guaranteed free money from people. And then, I mean, this society is so negative. It's pathetic how negative we are. It's like, and they act like it's a positive thing, It's like, there's no guarantees in insurance. I can tell you that for a fact. There is no guarantees, for all insurance companies on this fucking planet, And it's funny about insurance is nothing but a racket too, just like everything else. Everything on this planet is nothing but a fucking racket, Me buying this house, is nothing but a racket. That's all it is. It's mafia. This is the mafia. This is the legalized. I call it the legalized mafia. My mortgage company is the one who's giving me the loan. It's like asking the mafia, can I borrow this amount of money? If you don't if you can't pay this, you got to sign this contract, and then we can take your house away if you don't sign the fucking contract. It's like all these people who believe in the devil. It's like they created their own devil themselves. They created. The devil is created by us, to be honest. Because when you look at these people, it's like when I sign a contract, I'm signing with the devil. If I was a native, I would call these people white devil. The white devils, they want to just create everybody's misery in their own fake positive way, But it's like, it's funny. If you look at it, the reality we live in is like black people, they're the hardest to control, to be honest, And I'm for them, actually, The white people, they're the easiest to control. They're so easy to control. It's pathetic. And look at me. I'm a source member. I'm part of this fucking mess that we're in, This fucking mess. It's just hopefully one day things would change, during my time. But I know I have to deal with it. I have to deal with this fucking mess, Since I got a house, it's like, it's funny. It's like, it's really pathetic that we live in a negative society, full of selfish. It's like walking into Berkeley County, place where you pay the taxes. It's like they have everything to deal with money's in Berkeley. Berkeley County in Monk's Corner, that's where they're located, you know? And I just look in there, it's like, I see everything is related to money in Berkeley County, you know? And I look and I walk in there, it feels like I'm in a corporate place, because it's basically just corporate, you know? And people behind the desk are corporate, you know? And people don't believe government is not corporate. You gotta be a fucking idiot not to believe that your government is corporation, because by law, by the state law or the federal law, they are a corporation. You know, we're run by corporation. That's why corporation and government are mingled together, you know? It's just like corporations, you know, they're nothing but legalized mafia that can make up their own rules when they want, and they can change the rules when they want for their own greed, you know, for their own selfish greed. I mean, these people need to go, you know? These people need to fucking go. And they're manipulating us and playing these wars. And when it comes to negotiation with aliens, these people do not know what the fuck they're doing, to be honest. Because I don't want them to represent me. Any corporation or any government that's representing me, I do not want them to represent me as a human being. I'm just being blunt. Because they fail at everything. You know, they just make our lives miserable on this fucking planet. You know, that's all they do. And they're failing. You know, I could see the reptilians, you know, against them, because I'd rather see them against these fucking pathetic people, you know. I mean, you cannot control the reptilians, I can say that. It's like they have control of us. In some ways, there's different parts of the reptilians have control of us in so many different ways. It's fucking pathetic. But I know there's other reptilians out there that are on our side, helping us. You know? But it's fucking sucks, you know? That these control freaks needs to go. All these control freaks, government, corporations, need to fucking go. You know? I don't give a fuck what you people think. You know? If you're going to change this reality, if you want changes, you have to get rid of the fucking madness first. You know? And then slowly, fucking gradually change. You know, just slowly accept. You know, it's like taxes. Why the fuck do we need taxes? You know, why the fuck do we need fucking, you know, money in the first place? You know, why do we have to pay everything? You know, money to me is negative. I mean, I hadn't seen nothing positive about money at all on this fucking planet. You know, there's nothing positive. I don't care if it is a tool. A tool. You know, so you can. It's funny about how you use a tool. When you use a tool, you know, yeah, you'll make money. Yeah, I understand that and all this bullshit. But there's other people on this planet that's got to suffer because of that tool, because they can't have that tool. So some of the people on this planet can't even have that tool. You know, that's when people don't really think about it. You know, a tool can either be good when you have a business and you're keeping a flow of money and all that stuff, but it can be bad too. That's one thing they don't think about. It can be bad. You know, and people suffer because of that tool. You know, that tool made a lot of people suffer. You know, and people don't realize that, and they don't think about that. You know, about poor people. You know, poor people. That's one thing about people. They don't think about the poor people. You know, they don't think about the hungry people in this reality. You know, and they suffer too. You know, that's why these people. Everybody likes to make everybody suffer. and they don't think about what that tool does. You got to understand that tool. That tool can either make you or destroy you. That's point blank being blunt. If you can't see it that way, then you have a fucking problem. And the tools that we use in our everyday life, it creates our own misery. Money tool creates our own misery, and then there is no flow in the money tool. It only flows to certain people, make their lives easy. Wherever the greed is, follow the money. That's it. Follow the selfish people. That's wherever follow the trail, the money flow. Follow the trail of money, and you find out whose life is better than what's life. It's like that. That's how I look at money. I look at money like a vein, a blood vein. And you find out where the money goes. And then you find out that people don't have this kind of money. The vein doesn't run to certain people on this fucking planet. The poor especially. There's no. I mean, the poor, you might as well just give them a free society. I mean, the homeless and the poor needs to have a free society, by no choice. If people don't like it, then they have a fucking problem. The poor and the fucking homeless needs to have a free society. Food. They need free food, free housing, free everything. The poor, the hunger, the poor and the hungry people. They need it, If you can't do that, then you have a fucking problem on this fucking planet, But